You know, Thanksgiving TV specials used to be everywhere. They were big, they were popular, and we waited on them to help mark the season the same way we did with Halloween and Christmas. But now they kind of just get skipped over between those two big holidays. But this little pocket of pop culture is still very important. So today we are counting down the 10 best Thanksgiving TV specials ever made. From cartoon classics to sitcom legends that perfectly capture the weird, warm, and awesome spirit of this season. So pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. Alright, so Thanksgiving specials. I have 10 of my favorites here. Some of the best to ever do it, starting at number 10 with 1989's Garfield's Thanksgiving. Now, Garfield, he's pretty powerful with these. He had an awesome Halloween one. He's got an awesome Christmas one. Don't worry, we'll get to Christmas stuff. But our favorite lasagna addict cat meets his greatest foe in this movie, portion control. It's Garfield's Thanksgiving, where John brings home a vet who he's crushing on, and she decides to put Garfield on a diet on Thanksgiving week. Oh, the horrors. Naturally, chaos ensues, and Odie saves the day, and Grandma shows up to deep fry half the kitchen. It's cozy, colorful, genuinely funny, full of 80s charm, warm autumn colors, Garfield's cynical wisdom about food and life. And if you grew up in the VHS era, this one is comfort food in cartoon form. Garfield's Thanksgiving from 1989 kicks us off on this list at number 10. Now at number 9, we go to 2007's How I Met Your Mother, Slapsgiving. Few Thanksgiving sitcoms turned Thanksgiving into psychological warfare quite the way How I Met Your Mother did. In Slapsgiving, Marshall cashes in on one of his legendary slap bet punishments with Barney, and the entire dinner becomes like this anxiety situation, like countdown to doom. Meanwhile, Ted and Robin awkwardly navigate their post-breakup drama. All that's kind of going on. But in that way, it's kind of peak How I Met Your Mother. It's super fast talking, heartwarming, and a little unhinged. The episode turned Slapsgiving into a pop culture tradition for a lot of people. Proof that the best holiday specials are part sentiment, part punishment. That's what you got here. How I Met Your Mother comes in at number 9. Now at number 8, we have 1995's Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, There's the Rub Thanksgiving episode. Because even the Banks family and the Fresh Prince can't escape holiday chaos. This was actually a 2-part Thanksgiving special, which used to actually happen a lot with big shows. Will and Uncle Phil both end up serving food at a soup kitchen, while Hillary and Carlton completely melt down over Thanksgiving dinner at home. It's sort of classic Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in that there's, heartfelt lessons. We used to really have that in TV shows to go along with the fast banter and Will Smith breaking the fourth wall in this movie or this episode. He always did it like a champ. And it's here because it perfectly nails the 90s family Thanksgiving vibes. A little fancy, a little dysfunctional, ultimately full of love and warmth. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I never missed an episode. This is one of the best. It comes in at number 8. Now at number 7, we go a little further back to another iconic sitcom for 1986's Cheers episode, Thanksgiving Orphans. This one is a legend right here. It is, in Thanksgiving Orphans, the Cheers gang kind of gathers together at Carla's house for a makeshift Thanksgiving dinner, and it slowly devolves into one of TV's all-time great food fights. It's turkey, mashed potatoes, rolls, and they are all airborne and smacked and thrown and gooped on one another. It's pure sitcom anarchy with all the 80s warmth that we used to have. It makes you wish you had friends and family like the bar crew from Cheers, and it ends up with everyone covered in gravy, laughing and singing. We gather together. This episode is Thanksgiving. It's messy, loud, full of family and warmth, and absolutely unforgettable. Cheers is a classic. The Thanksgiving episode had to be here. It comes in at number 7. Now at number 6, we go to 1996 and an episode of Friends. The Joey and Chandler are busy. They're halfway paying attention to football. They are more paying attention to the beautiful ever put in sitcom history, and it showed up first here on this Thanksgiving episode. Friends, the one with all the football, comes in at number 6. Now at number 5, we go back to 1990 for The Simpsons and Bart versus Thanksgiving. Early Simpsons magic is the best. That first 10, 12 seasons of The Simpsons is peak Simpsons. In this one, Bart ruins Lisa's handmade Thanksgiving centerpiece and then storms out and ends up on the streets until the kindness of strangers and Homer's terrible parenting lead him back home. It's hilarious, it's heartfelt, and always cynical underneath the way Springfield and The Simpsons were. This episode kind of captures everything The Simpsons did best: satire, social commentary, genuine emotion, and family. And that's what it's all about. It's about family, the forgiveness that has to come with that, and how easy it is to take both things for granted. And it's still one of the greatest animated Thanksgiving specials ever made. Bart versus Thanksgiving comes in at number 5. Now at number 4, we have the crown jewel of holiday Thanksgiving animation. It is 1973's A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Much like Garfield, Charlie Brown did Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, but in this one, Peppermint Patty invites herself and everyone else over to Thanksgiving dinner, forcing poor Charlie Brown and Snoopy to improvise a meal of toast, popcorn, and jelly beans. It is sweet, simple, and it still manages to teach you something about friendship and gratitude. The music, the warm colors, the soft sort of melancholy that you always got with the Peanuts gang. It's pure nostalgia. If you grew up watching CBS specials and PBS, it isn't Thanksgiving until you hear Snoopy clanging around the kitchen. This one has to be here. Charlie Brown and the Peanuts gang are synonymous with the holidays. Here, the Thanksgiving special comes in at number 4. Now, at number 3, you have one of my favorite episodes from one of my favorite all-time TV shows. It's 1999 episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Pangs. Like hunger pangs. Yes, Buffy did Thanksgiving. Buffy did Halloween with the best of them, but Buffy also, and Christmas, stay tuned, Buffy also did Thanksgiving, and it is one of the most fun and wildest episodes of the series. So while Buffy's mom is gone for this Thanksgiving, and this is the first year they're in college and kind of out on their own and kind of breaking apart and longing for home and the nostalgia and missing it already, Buffy decides she is going to try to cook her first proper Thanksgiving dinner. The problem is there's a restless and angry spirit of a Native American warrior that gets released and rises up to start taking revenge on people and basically killing anyone he comes across. So in this one, you've got part ghost story, part social satire, part dinner party disaster, some great one-liners in this. You got Spike over here saying, the history of the world is not making friends. You have better weapons, better technology, and you massacre them, delivering it very deadpan. Or he said, you don't see Caesar saying, I came, I saw, I conquered, I feel really bad about it. James Marsters' Spike was absolutely awesome, and that is so fun. And of course, the spirit accidentally gets turned into a giant bear, and he's over there screaming, you made a bear! Undo it! Undo it! I crack up to this day, 25 odd years later, every time I see it. You get Buffy slicing demons with carving knives, Spike being held hostage and delivering the comic relief and sharp wit, spot-on satire, and a lot of tradition. And underneath it all, though, it's that sense of family and the wanting to be home and together that you lose sometimes and you try to fight to get back. Buffy the Vampire Slayer did so much, so well, just exquisitely written. Check out this episode, Pangs. Buffy the Vampire Slayer comes in at number 3. And at number 2, we have maybe my favorite Friends episode of all time, 1998's The Ones About Their Worst Thanksgivings. Joey remembers the one where he gets the divorce, Mr. Chandler, and Monica accidentally slicing off Chandler's. The Ones with All the Thanksgivings comes in at number 2. And at number 1, the Thanksgiving special and tradition that has been around longer than most of us. It is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This one has been around a long time. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is synonymous with Thanksgiving. It's not just a TV special, it is a Thanksgiving event. Plays on all morning as things are going on and you're smelling food, cooking, marching bands, Broadway numbers, massive pop culture balloons, terrifying small children. It's all part of the Thanksgiving holiday DNA. The launch of the Christmas holiday seasons as Santa Claus comes in that thing. It is synonymous with Thanksgiving, Christmas, all of this. And for nearly a century, it has kicked off the start of holiday season, a perfect handoff from fall and Thanksgiving to Christmas and wintertime. Whether you're watching it in your pajamas or recovering from Wednesday night's mistakes or just waiting on Santa to wave at the end, it's the soundtrack to Thanksgiving morning. It is the special of all television, holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween specials. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade comes in at number 1. So there you have it, 10 TV specials that prove that Thanksgiving isn't just a meal, it is a vibe. And yes, I love to say that word because it is all encompassing. It gives us all everything. The mise en scène of everything you watch is all encapsulated with vibes, and these shows give you the vibes of Thanksgiving, from animated nostalgia to sitcom mayhem to Buffy fighting ghosts with gravy. Literally, these shows are what make the Thanksgiving season feel alive. So cue them up this note. Be right there soon enough, but keep the Turkey Day spirit alive and Thanksgiving on TV, and check out these Thanksgiving specials. I believe you'll enjoy them. And if you've enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. If you enjoy what we're doing here and you want to keep all this alive, you can join my Patreon. The link is below. You'll get your name and lights on every single video, special members only videos, and so much more. And everything helps out the channel, and y'all, I really do appreciate it. I'm thankful for it. I am thankful for you and sharing all of the holiday season and all of these videos and my love of movies, nostalgia, and pop culture with you. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. It's Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.